We are here with Hope Clark, the brand new coach of the Georgia College soccer team. Welcome, Coach. We are here for our first Coach's Corner. I'm going to try and come up with a clever name, maybe like a Bobcat corner, something with the cats and all that kind of stuff. We're going to try and make it real clever, but we'll see what we can do with that. But we're just going to get a good look at, get inside the program a little bit, kind of talk about some of the opponents that you have coming up this weekend. Of course, the season does start here, the 2010 season, on Friday at noon, I believe, against Florida Southern, a pretty solid program. We'll get into that in a little bit. But first of all, how has your acclimation to Milledgeville and Georgia College gone so far?
It's actually gone great. I think certainly a great decision to come here. The community has been extremely overwhelmingly gracious and warm coming in, and certainly the community. So as far as the university goes, it's been good. My husband and I are both very happy to be here, and he doesn't want to leave, so let's see if we can keep our jobs.
And I know we've got you involved in a couple of different areas, going to speak to a Rotary, I believe, a couple of weeks ago as well. So, trying to get your face out there in the greater Baldwin County area.
Yeah.
Okay, now that you have the opportunity to see the team in action, you had a full preseason, you're getting geared up for the regular season now. What are your immediate and long-term goals for this soccer program?
Well, I think you're going to see, first and foremost, some changes in the program. For anyone who's really been following it, I think a lot of the same concepts and ideas, but I think you're going to see a little bit different playing style for sure. And that is where our transition is kind of coming through right now. We see a pretty exciting game of soccer, and I'm really pleased with the young women. I think, we've got a lot of talent and a lot of depth in this program. I think our previous coaches did a great job at recruiting. Certainly happy about what I've come into, and I think you're going to see some really good things this year. So our short-term goal, most importantly, is we're going to take it game by game. Our first game this weekend is Florida Southern, so looking to come out with a W on that one. And I would say long-term, we're looking to win the PBC this year.
Okay, all right. What players have impressed you so far in this preseason?
I tell you what, the program has impressed me. The team has impressed me. There's a lot of talent here, just a lot of talent. I think, you've got some very strong seniors. Just to name a few, Mary Rob Plunkett as a goalkeeper is just outstanding. Allie Treat in the middle of our park, just a gentle giant, as I call her. Jessica Bienkowski on the back, Tawny Moffitt, a lot of Karen Bonilla, Anna, we just got a lot of great players, and then certainly a very good freshman class.
Okay, well, talk about those folks. We got the newcomers, a bunch of them this year.
Yeah.
What do you see? Who do you see coming out of that class to make an immediate impact on the squad?
I think everybody right now has the potential to make an impact in this program. I think we've got some bright freshmen, but more importantly, we've got some sophomores and juniors that are making impacts now where they may have not made it in their first or second year in the program. Maybe just under a little bit different style of play, they're really excelling. So I think you're going to see a lot of different lineups, a lot of different young women making an impact, and hopefully we can spread that scoring out across the board.
Okay. Now to get into this week's matchup, we're headed down to Boca Raton to compete in the Little Feet South Florida tournament at noon on Friday. You've got Florida Southern. Now, I believe they made the NCAA tournament a year ago, correct?
Yeah, last 2 years they've actually made an appearance in the NCAA tournament. So, I think a program that's had a strong postseason certainly has made some changes in the Sunshine State Conference there, and is becoming a pretty dominant program. So I would expect them to, they're returning quite a few starters of their program last year, 2 NCAA appearances. So I'm expecting some pretty strong competition, but I think we're up for the challenge for sure with them.
Okay, and then the host squad, Lynn University, that comes on Sunday, I believe, also at noon, correct?
Yes, sir.
And again, this is another strong program, a team that has a national championship in the last decade or so.
Yes.
What are you expecting from the Lynn squad?
I think just some really sound soccer. I think, they've got a very dominant player, Melissa Ortiz, that's a returner, top goal scorer for the conference, and she spent some time on the Columbia national team. So I would expect a pretty savvy front line with some good speed. But I think we're well prepared for that. Again, with the different style that you're going to see this year, our players are more prepared for some high-level competition, I think, and certainly a more high-intensity and high-level game. So I'm pretty excited about the trip. We're finally going to see where we are, one way or the other, and kind of just set the tempo for the season. You know, we've had a couple scrimmages. I've been pleased with what I've seen. Still a long season. We got a lot of work to do, but hopefully we can, you know, get some of the rust out before conference starts, which, you know, tends to be the most important.
Well, an exciting week for Bobcat soccer, a flight down to Boca Raton, and you're going to shake off some jet lag and things like that and play some great soccer. We wish you well this week. Of course, that tournament, the live statistics will be available on GCSUBobcats.com, so follow the games there, folks, and continue to tune in there. We'll check in another week, and hopefully it'll be talking about a couple of victories.
That's
then,
right.
I hope.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Clark.
Thanks.